The project that I've been working on has been looking at better understanding the risk of marine non-native species introductions to South Georgia and South Sandwich Islands. So there are several ways that marine non-native species can travel in this region, and one of the main kind of what we call vectors or pathways is through vessel traffic. So the previous project that SAERI had run had looked at kind of tracking vessels and where they were coming from and where they might be carrying species from. And then this project has taken that a step further and has been surveying vessels here in Stanley, vessels that are going to South Georgia or have been to South Georgia, to look at what species of animals and plants are growing on the hulls of these vessels, and also engaging with vessel operators to understand a bit more around risk indicators such as how long have vessels been in ports, stationary, which is quite a big risk. Have they transited through sea ice? Sea ice can remove species from vessel hulls. That's kind of the one half of the project, and the other half has been looking at kind of management approaches that are used around the world to manage the risk, to look at whether there's any that would be feasible here in this region as well. Going forward, I guess, we now have that evidence base for South Georgia and those kind of management options that could be considered, and then the project then will be delivered to South Georgia Government, and it's up to them as the decision maker and the regulator really to look at what's next for the work. So this project will have delivered its goals in terms of getting that baseline understanding, but in terms of that larger picture of marine biosecurity in this region, so not just South Georgia but also the Falkland Islands and Antarctica, there's definitely more work to do. So at the moment there's limited regulation around kind of marine biosecurity in this region, and as climate change is happening and increasing vessel traffic in the region as well, so more and more vessels moving, we're starting to break down both those physical barriers to introductions, so more vessels could be transporting species, but also the kind of the physiological barriers, so these species may be better able to survive and establish in the region as well. So in terms of that larger picture, there's definitely more work to do, but it's also very much on the radar of vessel operators and authorities around the region as well. So the larger picture, there's definitely some room to improve there. Definitely, there's more to be done, but I think it's slowly happening anyway. So it's becoming, it's got momentum behind it. The topic has, and to better improve kind of marine biosecurity in the region.